Okay, I have started recording. So in program B, let's suppose we are having a form called, test and end form. Okay, so this form test we are having, let us suppose name of the form is test over here. And here, instead of submit, if we're going to call, perform this test and the name of the program B, right? B over here. So suppose if you want to call a subroutine from another program in the current program, in the program A, then what will happen? What it will do, that it will not call the load of program of this program B. It will not load, but it will call the initialization. Okay, it will call the initialization event. So whenever it means whenever you are going to use the F8 and submit, every time this load of program and initialization will be triggered. But when you are going to use the perform statement from a program to call the subroutine of another program, in that case only the initialization event will be triggered. So this is the major difference. Okay, and the first difference is that every time load of program gets triggered first and then after initialization. So now you understood the use also, right? So whenever you are going to call a subroutine, right, and if you want to initialize the second program, so to make sure that everything is going to get properly initialized, you must have to do the initialization under the initialization event. So this is a better place to do the initialization. Okay, not the load of program. Load of program, in some specific situation you may use that one, but generally this is the better place. Initialization is the better place, so that you will not leave any initialization, whether you are going to use the submit statement or else you are going to call from another subroutine, the another program. Okay, using the subroutine. So here let's go and read it. Load up program event will be called first when a program is executed. This is the first difference, right? This is what we are having, the first difference, right? And here initialization event will be called after the load up program when a program is executed. The same statement in a different way, right? Now here load up program event will not be load of program event will not be called in a program when a subroutine of this program is called from another program, right? So just we have seen this one, correct? So it will not be called, it's not going to be called using the subroutine, right? Initialization event will be called in a program when a subroutine of this program is called from another program, right? So this will be called initialization event will be called when you are going to call the subroutine from another program. Now third point, this will be called only when a program is called through submit or F8 statement. So this is what we have understood, correct? This is what we have understood. This will be called every time when a program is accessed by any means. Okay, initialization is going to be called every time. Some question is there, let me check. One more difference is that initialization we need to explicitly declare in program. Yes, initialization we need to explicitly declare in program, right? That is good. Initialization we have to declare in the program explicitly. Initialization need to be declared explicitly. Load up program will be the default event. Okay, however you can also define your load of program. So this will be the by default event. Okay, good, Gaurav, good. Now what are the different message types? Okay, what are the different message types we are having? So here you can see the information message, warning message, error message, abort message, successful message, and for displaying the dump message, IWEASX. All right. So information, warning, error, A, S, and X. If you want to create some acronym, you can create and share with me. I will write it over here. For I'm able to remember it, so I didn't create any acronym. It's easy for me, but sometimes something, some things get very easily captured in our mind, but sometimes we have to use some acronym or something like so if it's easy for you to remember it, that's fine. Otherwise we can create one acronym. Just yesterday we have seen sexo, right? To remember the shared lock and all, right? So you all remember that there are different types of locking. So if we remember the sex, then we are able to remember those, right? So S stands for shared lock, E stands for exclusive lock, right? And X again stands for exclusive but not a cumulative lock, right? And one more was there, opti mm, what optimistic lock. Okay. Now, what is the difference between information message and warning message, right? So information message is this one, it gives the information in pop-up and program flows as usual, and it will not give you the option to change the value on selection screen, right? So it will just give you the pop-up on the in form of information, okay? And when you click on the OK button, you will just keep on going ahead, right? When you will be having the warning message, you know, control will again come back to the selection screen, and there it will give you the option to change the value. And if you're going to change the value, again it will go through the add selection screen. The validation process means again it will start from the beginning. If you are going to change the value, if you don't change the value, right, then again it will behave like an information message only. But if you change the value, again it will go from add selection screen. So the benefit of warning message is that it will give you the option to change the value on the selection screen. That's the, you know that's the things. Here we have one use case. So this is a report. One report is there. Let us suppose the report name is A. Okay. And here line 1, line 2, these are the executable lines. Okay. And line 3. So when you got this information message over here and you click on OK button, then your control will flow from line 4 onwards, right? But in report, suppose if you got some warning message, so when you got the warning message, then control will come back to the, you know selection screen, and there you will be allowed to change the value. If you have changed the value, again the execution will start from line 1. But if you have not changed the value, then what will happen? Execution will be going forward from line 4. That's what, if you read, I have written. It gives you the message and it enables the selection screen to enter the new value. If you realize that value is correct, then you can press enter and it will move ahead from the previous step. If you are correcting the data and press enter, then it will run from beginning at selection screen, right? Hope it's clear for everyone. And now going ahead, what's the difference between information error and abort message? So information message we have seen. Error message, it will not allow you to go ahead. You must have to correct your error. Again, if you correct, the error, it will go through the validation process and all from beginning. Every time it will go from beginning, and you must have to correct. There is no other way. In case of abort message, it will give you a short dump, right? uh, abort message, as soon as this abort message encounters, program come out from the flow and go to the initial SAP screen. It will not give you the dump, it will go to the initial, very beginning, uh, very beginning of the screen, right? And this is A. But if you want to get the short dump, that is known as type X message type. If you want to get some short dump, for short dump, you will be having the type X. Okay, type X for throwing the short dump. This is the message type. So here, when the first write statement is executed, right? When the top of page event is a very important question. Okay. When the top of page event gets triggered, when the top of page event gets triggered, type here in the chat box. Okay. You have seen already. Still you type here. This is important. When the top of page events gets triggered, right here, your answer in the chat box. Yes, at first write a statement. Right, everybody? I'm waiting for your writing. Right. Gaurav has written, Anil has written. We are having here 15 people. Everybody right here first write a statement. Yeah, so Sai line is also a kind of a write statement only, right? So see, her case is telling Sai line. Yes, Sai line is also a kind of a write statement. Yes, the session recording will be I will be uploading over there on the YouTube. You can go and check from there as well. Okay. Uh, first, yeah, very good. So we are, so you just write here in the, in the public mode so that everybody will get engaged with you. Okay, fine, good. So here this is what, and this is again a VBI question. Okay. Very simple question, online answer it is having, but see how much effective this question is, right? And very important. Earlier, at least, it used to be very important question because we were using the, when we were not having the Fury, UI5, all these, right? Our SAP screen was the ultimate solution for everything, right? But nowadays also sometimes, right, every client have not installed the Fury and UI5. Okay, through which event we can achieve the interactive report at line selection and at a user command. So these are the uh, these are the these are the uh, events of the interactive report at PFN. Also, this has been obsolete. Okay, this has been obsolete, but this is also one event at PFN, at line selection, at user command, and at PFN. What are the techniques used to capture the value from output screen, right? From the LPS, list processing system. For the interactive report, three popular technique. Hide technique is a very popular. Then we are having the get cursor and using the serialize method, right? This is a system variable. It captures the value on which we'll put the cursor, right? So this is what you can check. What is the difference between hide technique, get cursor? Okay, good. This can be one important question. Okay, important. So, but I have not seen people asking so many, but it can be, because this is the fundamental of the interactive report. Okay, this is the fundamentals of the interactive reporting. So this can be one very important or BVI kind of question. Okay, I have not come across any such question. It does not mean that, it is not a frequently asked. Many of you might have come across this question. What is the difference between hide technique, get cursor, and serialize? Okay, at least difference between hide and get cursor. So get cursor, it will get you the current field value. Okay, and here you have to take care of conversion exit. Okay, to when we capture the value, then you will have to take care of conversion exit. And it's very easy to get the data in the program using the get cursor, right? Hide technique, it captures all the value written with the write statement. So just after write statement, we use the hide, hide that write statement, right? So write work area hyphen some field, work area hyphen some field, and after that, when we write this hide, what will happen that it will hide and put into some buffer or into some memory. Okay, how the internal mechanism works, I don't know, but when you use this hide statement after the write statement, it will be capturing that retain value. If we're going to, click on the output line on the output record, it will capture that value from the buffer or from the memory where every data has been captured. So that's the hide, and it will capture the complete record. Okay, because again it depends like what you have hidden. If you have hidden the complete work area, it will capture the complete record, or if you have hidden some particular fields, it will capture only those particular fields. Okay, here the get cursor technique, it captures only that field value on which we double click. Serialize, it captures the complete content of that particular line. Here you don't have to bother about the conversion exit routine. You have to take care of the conversion exit, and you have to take care of the conversion exit here inside Agile also. It is very easy to get the data in the program using the hide. This is also very easy. Here you have to use the offset. Okay, you have to use the split command. You have to use the offset, based upon your requirement. So this is there in very much detail in my video, but that will not be there on the YouTube. Okay, you will have to subscribe if you want that particular video, and if you already know, that's fine. Here, what is the difference between at line selection and at user command? So the difference between at line selection and at user command is that when you are going to double click on any of the line, right, here it gets triggered. So if you double click on output screen, if you have the list on the output screen, right, and if you're going to double click over there, this particular event is going to get triggered, right? And here when you double click on the line, that is what we have written. It gets triggered when we double click on the line, or when you press F2 function key by putting the cursor on the line. This particular at line selection gets triggered. Okay, and if you click on the detail button, so detail button also we get on the output in the report, right? One dumbbell kind of stuff, one lens kind of stuff come on the left top corner, right? So if you are going to click on that detail button, then also it gets triggered. Here at user command, it gets triggered, doesn't work with double click, right? It doesn't work with double click at user command. When user take any action with the help of button where the function code is assigned. So suppose if you have some application toolbar, or if you have some standard toolbar, right? Or if you have defined your own PF status, then in that case, it's going to get triggered, right? It doesn't get triggered with F2 or detail button. So at user command will not be triggering with this particular F2 or detail button. So these all are tested. You can go and just check once again in order to have, means in order to remember longer. Okay, so practice is the key. Good. So in at PFN, what is the range for N? So N is going to be stand from 0 to 25, right? At PFN, what is the range for N? So N is going to be stand from 0 to 25. Okay, so let's stop here and start with the interview process. So we are having over here 14 people. So why you all people don't participate in the interview process? After once the session over, some people leave, you know, and some people are not interested. Do you feel any difficulty, guys? Uh, I would suggest you to take participate in the interview process. It will help you. Only 10 to 15 minutes you have to give, right? But it is very helpful. Okay. So fill this one. I'm going to delete that content from there. and we can reuse the same form. Control C, and here, so yeah, I've sent you. You can start filling now. I'm going to delete this so that we will be having the new, data over here. So I have deleted this now. Okay, start filling the form. I will be getting over here. Okay, her case, you will start taking interview of Vishal. Okay, take minimum 10 to 15 minutes, right? If you don't have time, and if you have more time, you can just keep on growing the time. The longer it will be, the more beneficial for both of you. So, Harkesh, you can start taking the interview of Vishal. This is the Vishal number. So I'm going to mark both here in bold. That means I have assigned Jayant. Okay. Subha is telling not able to fill the form. Why, Subha? What's the problem we're facing? Okay, I'm going to unmute yours. You can unmute yourself now.
Hello, Pankaj.
Yeah, what's problem we're facing, Subha?
Yeah, I'm facing a alert which is that this site has been reported as unsafe, hosted by docs.google.com, like that it is showing in the red color.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not able to fill. Maybe my antivirus is completed, expired. Maybe
Yeah,
it is showing
there
that.
may be some issue.
Yeah, there may be
Other
some issue.
people are able to fill.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
so Jayant has already filled. Satish, you can also fill. Teja, Venkat, and
so please register my number. I will send to
yes,
you.
yes, yes. Yeah, Subha, what's your number?
This is my number. 9176
So you have
7039.
pasted your number, is it? Yeah, okay,
Yes,
fine.
yes.
Okay. So Jayant, you can call to Subha and you can take the interview of Subha. So this is his number, Subha number. This is the number, and you can start taking his interview. Good. This is the Subha number. I will paste it here also. So here you can call and you start taking the interview. Once the interview done, just write over there done, and you can write there the feedback as well. Okay, anyone else is interested in taking the interview, or shall I stop over here? Satish, you are going to take the interview. Satish, Teja, Venkat, are you guys there? Okay, I think they are not there. So let's stop here. And this is what, you two take the interview and just uh, you know uh, tell in the WhatsApp, confirm that you have taken the interview. Okay. By then, thank you very much for attending the session, and tomorrow we'll meet at the same time. Bye bye.